Hello, time to talk about the midget of the group, Chinen Yuuri. Anyway, sorry, had to do something like that. Anyway, I'll talk about Chinen today, or just one episode of Hey Say Jumping vlog. Let's see, Chinen. He is very short. He was, for the longest time, we were both the same height for the longest time. He's actually shorter than me. Now he's taller than me. Which, I'm very short. I'll admit. But I like being short. Short is actually a good thing to be. But anyway, but at least being short, you can make fun of your own short people. Quote from someone. Sorry. I stole your quote. Yeah. But it's true, you can make fun of people, like tall people, they can make fun of tall people. Actually, short people can make fun of tall people too, so, you know, because we're all short, we're cool. But then again, we know when to stop and say, oh, tall people like, oh, we're taller than you. Short people like, haha, you're tall. You know, it's not as, I don't know, short people making fun of tall people, it's more like tall people could totally squash us or whatever. Anyway, so Chinen also is majorly cute. Not exactly one of my favorite members, but, you know, he does things that, you know, think he's cute. Not only that, he's a little devil. I mean, everyone thinks, oh, he's so innocent, cute. No, I bet you he's the least innocent one of Hey Say Jump. And not even the members of Hey Say Jump even realize that he's one of the most diabolical devil childs. He's really similar to Rio. And a lot of people don't want to hear, oh, Chinen, he's ew. Well, you know what? Lots of people go and say, oh, I hate Hey Say Jump. And then they say, oh, I love news or a cartoon. But then they go back in time and say, oh my gosh, they were so cute when they're younger. Well, at this time, if you were a fan of Hey Say Jump now, and then you see them in 20 years, not 20 years, in 10 years, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're majorly hot. And they're like, well, you know, I've known them since they were midgets, and I remember all that history and stuff. It's better to be in the history than to be, like, in the future, and you're like, oh, they're so cute, and then another group debuts, and you do the same thing. I won't. I'll only be angry at a debut group as long if I can predict it, because I have a tendency to predict debut groups. But normally, sometimes I'm wrong. I think that debuting a group after having 15 months of nothing going on with their last debut group is not a really smart choice to do. That is a total fail in logic. So anyway, Chinen, he's actually one of the older ones who's been in Johnny's longer. Let's see. Yes, I am looking up his information. Apparently I have to type in ears. Oh, wrong character. Okay. Well, he joined in 2003. Whoa! Has he really been in Johnny's longer than you thought? Or maybe I actually got his information wrong. Ah! I have a tendency not to be able to type the... I seriously didn't... I thought that Yuta was in Johnny since 2000, before Chinen. But anyway, so, as I was saying, Chinen joined in 2003. He was really young. He was 9, I think. Probably one of the younger Johnnies to younger age. I mean, I didn't know. I knew that they could join when they were 9, but apparently you could join when you're like 7. You could join at a really young age. I'm like, that's really young. Because there's one, Chino. He's like 8, and he's been in Johnny's for like a year now. I'm like, oh my god. And he's adorable. I love Chino. He's one of my favorite. So, and Chinen's birthday is... I didn't tell you guys Yuto's Yamada's birthday. Because I totally didn't think about that. But Chinen's birthday is November 30th, 1993. He is a major big fan of Arashi, and yeah, major addiction, obsession, Johnny, Arashi fan boy. Loves his Ono. Bet she also is a big fan of Omiyasuke. Oh, maybe he's not. I mean, it's taken Ono away from him, so he might not be Omiyasuke. Onomiyasuke, I think is the name. I can't think of it. He is probably, I've told you that Takaki was born in Osaka, but he moved to Kumamoto, which is a place down south, and then he moved to, well, Chinen is also one of those, Johnnies that wasn't actually from the area that he lives in now. He's actually from, Shizuoka province, I can't say that word right. Basically, not very close to where he lives. Or not really close to where he is, where he has to work. So, as a junior, he didn't have much dancing time, and not many people knew him. Like, him and Yamada were not well known, I think. I mean, Yamada probably more. Chinen probably less. He did acting. He acted with, Shingo and Ning, the ninja movie thing. And, I mean, Chinen is an acrobat child. He basically is really good at acrobat. He's been dancing since the age of 3. He's in ballet. So he's one of the best dancers, but unfortunately not much screen time as a junior. That's why he has a lot of screen time now. That's also why I think Yamada also has a lot of screen time. Now, like, they're in there a lot, because everyone starts liking him. And they're kind of the ones that weren't really known as juniors, like, major out there. Let's see. Chinen is in the yellow right there. He's kind of like his color right now, because he's an NYC. I think one of my posters is NYC. I think the behind of this one's an NYC boys one. Chinen's also an NYC boys. He's an NYC. He's a C in NYC. What else? Yeah. But not much really to say about Chinen, besides the fact he's like a major Arashi fan, but he's been a fan of Arashi since right before they debuted. He was a fan of them before, because his mom's also a fan of Arashi. So, generation thing. Chinen is younger brother. He has a sister. He's 2 years older than him. What else about Chinen? Yeah. Nothing. Oh, he was apparently in. Oh, he was in JJ Expo's Chibi team. Chibi Code team. Apparently, I think there's another one who was in the Chibi Code team too. I should show a picture of Gene, since he's one of my ripped pages. Amazing picture of him saying, come to me, kind of thing. I actually have a friend who I showed her a picture of Chinen, and she fell in love with him, and I was like, she's like one of those girls who loves sexy guys. So, like, it was weird, Chinen. But, you know, Chinen is like Ryo. And if you guys hate this comparison, well, that doesn't matter. I'll tell you the similarities between Chinen and Ryo. Well, remember Ryo was like, 14 something. He looked really tiny for his age. I mean, next to Yamapi, which was 5 months younger than him, they just completely didn't look the same age. And then what am I trying to say? Then he grew up and he wound up turning and looking so adult-like. Well, that's what's gonna happen to Chinen. We all know that. I mean, he's not gonna look like a little kid forever. I mean, no one looks like a little kid forever. I mean, like Chinen, kind of little, because eventually you get old looking. Not only that is that Chinen has a sharp tongue. So basically, if he'll say something, he totally will say it, and it'll be a stab wound in you. Ryo does that too. Not only that, 2 groups, and Chinen's in NYC and in Heisei Jump. similarities, lots of similarities there. And probably, Chinen should play the guitar so he could be more like Ryo. So anyway, I guess that will be it of Chinen Rant. He's amazing acrobat. I mean, I have to say, every member of Hasty Jump's amazing. They're just amazing in their own way. He'll eventually stop being cute, and he'll start being hot, and then everyone's gonna love him, and then Takaki will be in the shadows more. But it's okay. I like being one of the Takaki fangirls. So anyway, stay tuned for the last one, Rutaro.